Ladies and gentlemen, my name is the Classic Bandit. Make sure to like this video, share it, and subscribe. When you do subscribe, guys, make sure to turn on all your post notifications so you get notified when I do upload. Also, ding dong that bell, that'll notify you also. So, guys, Extreme Rules is this coming Sunday live on the WWE Network. We have 5 Extreme Rule matches for the show, 4 for a main card, 1 for pre-show. Speaking of the pre-show, Sanity versus the New Day in a tables match. Now, I'm up and down with this match. I don't know whether it should be on the main card or pre-show. Part of me, there is not enough build-up to put it on the main show, but I think there's a bit more build-up than like Corbin and Balor. But with that being said, that match itself, it doesn't even make sense. I'll talk about that match in fucking a minute. But anyway, New Day versus Sanity tables match. Realistically, let's face it, we're not going to go too much into detail about this. Eric Young is going to pretty much elbow drop someone through a table. One of New Days, I would imagine Xavier Woods, because I don't think they'll hurt Big E, or it could be Kofi. They won't hurt Big E that much by doing it this way. They'll have Xavier lose the match for New Day. Moving on to the main card, Finn Balor versus Constable Baron Corbin. Now, Corbin, since he came Constable, he's shaved his head and all that. The funny thing is, I was watching Cultaholic earlier, and I kind of agree with, I think it was Jack the Jobber said this should be a hair versus hair match. Good stipulation. Reason why, if Corbin was thinking about cutting his hair, that's the way to do it. Just have the heel. The heel, nobody likes the heel, and in fact, look at Corbin now. He was going fucking bald anyway, so it was inevitable when he was going to shave his head. With this match, Corbin needs the victory more than Balor. Realistically, look at the fact. Yeah, they've done nothing really with Finn, and let's face it, they haven't done fucking nothing really with him. But Corbin needs this victory more than Balor, realistically, and I'd have to go with Baron Corbin to pick up the win in this match. Next up, the B Team versus Wyatt and Hardy. I can't see the B Team winning. I have to be realistic about it. I don't know if they would realistically have Axel and Dallas win. Realistically, I don't see it happening. So I'd say retaining the titles will be Hardy and Wyatt. Moving on to the SmackDown Women's Championship match, Carmella champion versus the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. And James Ellsworth, the fucking little shit, is ascended up, or held up above the motherfucking ring in a shark cage. Yeah, this match is going to be boring as fuck. Realistically, Asuka should win and have her go on a run. Now, they ended the streak because they didn't know how to book her undefeated and all this shit. But since she's lost the streak, she's been losing matches left and right, so she needs a win. It makes sense to have an Asuka win, but I don't see them doing it. I personally think Carmella's going to win. This past week on SmackDown, basically what happened was Asuka versus Ellsworth. Ellsworth sprayed Asuka something in the face that allowed Carmella to attack Asuka. I think that's something like that's going to happen on Sunday, and that's how Carmella is going to win. Now, she should not be winning cleanly against likes of her against Asuka or Charlotte Flair. Plain and simple, should not be clean wins one bit. But the question then is, alright, Asuka's going to lose. Look, I'd rather them put the title on Asuka than have it on fucking Carmella, but realistically, ain't going to happen. Who could be the next challenger for the SmackDown Women's Championship? Possibly Charlotte Flair, but I would more or less go with Becky Lynch. She hasn't had a proper go at the championship in a while, first of all. Secondly, she is over with the fans. And third and foremost, herself and Carmella have unfinished business, so that's how they could lead into that match at the next pay-per-view. Next up is the women's match for Raw, Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax, an Extreme Rules match. Now, it should be noted, Ronda Rousey will be in the arena, sitting ringside, sorry, not ringside, but sitting in the crowd. So we will see her on camera throughout this match. I think she's going to cost Nia the match. She's going to come in, she's going to freak out, attack, lay waste to Alexa, annihilate Alexa. Mickie James will run off somewhat so she can pull Alexa over Nia, but Nia will get destroyed by Ronda as well. I really think that's the way that match is going to go about ending. So obviously Alexa's going to win by Mickie James pulling her over to cover Nia. I don't think they're putting the title back on Nia, and I don't see them doing it. And I don't think her run with the championship in the first place was anything special. I don't even think it was good. I think it was just, you hold the title there, you win at WrestleMania because you're related to The Rock. I personally, now I'm a fan of Nia Jax, but that's what I think they did there. Doesn't mean it's right, but that's personally what I think they did there. Next up is the United States Championship match. The champion Jeff Hardy defends against Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, Nakamura should be WWE champion, my own opinion, but powers that be within WWE, not. This match, I don't know. I don't know what way to call it. It's a poor build-up, first of all. There hasn't been really a proper build-up to this match, but I personally think Nakamura should win. And I don't know whether they'll put the title on him or not. This match is one I can't actually kind of say 100% they're going to have Jeff retain, or 100% they're going to have Nakamura pick up the win. Personally, the way I'm going to go with it is Shinsuke Nakamura picks up the win. Plain and simple. Now, I will admit, he should not win clean. And yes, he is by far, personally I do feel he's by far a better wrestler than Jeff Hardy, and I'm a fan of both men, but I personally think have Shinsuke Nakamura win dirty. Plain and simple, he's the heel, have him win dirty. Next up is the 30-minute Iron Man match, and there is a reason why I'm wearing my Ambrose t-shirt, and it's to talk about this match. Seth freaking Rollins, the Architect, Monday Night Rollins, Kingslayer versus the show-off Dolph Ziggler. Dolph will have Drew McIntyre in his corner. I do think Seth, what could happen is Ambrose comes out and be in Seth's corner. I think that's the way it'll start off as, and what end up happening is Ambrose will end up costing Seth the match, leads to them going into a feud until SummerSlam. It sets up the SummerSlam card between those two men perfectly. The question is, who's going to face Dolph at SummerSlam? Easy. Drew McIntyre. Have Drew regain the Intercontinental Championship. That's the way you do that match. That's the way you have this match end and you build up into SummerSlam. And by the way, I am thinking about booking SummerSlam. I've done that before and I quite enjoy it. Right, SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. The Bludgeon Brothers versus Team Hell No. Yeah, what to say with this match? Now, I'm a fan of Team Hell No. I'm in two minds. Yeah, they're back together, and then it's like, don't really give a fuck. Bludgeon Brothers, realistically, I hate them. This whole gimmick that they're doing now, not Gallows Anderson. Harper and Rowan, I do think are great in their own retrospect, but then they did this whole repackaging thing that was unnecessary. They didn't need to do this. They could have had them do the music, whatever, the same. I don't care about the music. Have the entrance obviously different, but they didn't need to do this Bludgeon Brothers bullshit, because realistically, can they rejoin the Wyatt family? Not really as that gimmick. They can't. And if they want to ever do that down the road, I mean way down the road, they couldn't. But who's going to win this match? I personally think Sanity is going to cost Team Hell No, and that'll set up a match, possibly a match between Team Hell No and Sanity going into SummerSlam. But there's also rumours that Miz and Daniel Bryan, so Miz could actually cost Team Hell No the match and have Daniel Bryan and Miz going to SummerSlam. That would actually be a better way of that happening. That way it sets up Miz will have something to do for this pay-per-view, because he's not on the card at all. He'll have something to do for this pay-per-view, and it'll also set up things for the next pay-per-view also. Kevin Owens versus Braun Strowman. Now, exclude Money in the Bank. I know Braun threw Kevin off the fucking ladder and whatnot at Money in the Bank, but the last couple of weeks, Braun really has been the bully, and Kevin really hasn't done nothing to kind of warrant two of them having a proper match. If you think about it that way, all it's been is basically Braun being a dickhead to Kevin. That's all it has been. Now, let's face it, it's a clear indication who's going to win. Braun is going to beat Kevin Owens, plain and simple. I don't know what way else to say it. Kevin ain't winning this match. Sammy, I think, is injured, so he ain't coming out to help Kevin. And yeah, Braun's just going to beat Kevin, really. Next up is Roman Reigns versus Bobby Lashley. The match that I'd actually have on the pre-show, because nobody wants to see this match. I don't care who wins this match. I really don't. But I do think the winner will go on to SummerSlam to face Brock. I know there's a lot of people saying, oh, Brock's not going to be at SummerSlam or whatnot. I don't know. I think that it's all a gimmick or farce that Brock will be at SummerSlam to face the winner of this match. And realistically, it should be Bobby Lashley. This whole thing of they're killing Roman Reigns, and I'm not a fan of Roman, and I don't mean the fact that they're killing Roman. It's just they're destroying what they're trying to build. That's all they're doing. They're actually destroying what they're trying to build Roman Reigns to be up to be by just constantly, you're going to get a title match, you're going to get a title match, you're going to get a title match. And not only are you going to get a title match, you lose that title match, you get one right after that, then one right after that, then one right after that, and you keep going around this vicious circle, and it just fucks everything up. Firstly, it puts the title with no relevance, because hey, you keep challenging for the title and you keep losing, but you know what? We're going to give you another title shot, and you'll probably lose that one too. Good job, Roman. So I'm going to go with Bobby with this one. Now, moving on to actually the match, the match of the night that I want to see: Rusev Day versus the phenomenal AJ Styles. Now, in English, whatever, ignore him. I'm not talking about him. We're going to talk about AJ versus Rusev. The phenomenal one versus Rusev Day. That's all we're talking about. I personally think Rusev is an underestimated wrestler. Underestimated to the highest degree, regard, what the fuck ever. Rusev should beat AJ Styles. Will it happen? Probably not, because WWE don't know how to push triggers correctly. This should have been done months ago, but WWE put him against Undertaker in a casket match. Yeah, that went well. But anyway, right. Say if the dude decide to pull the trigger on Rusev. Think about that. You just made yourselves millionaires. And I know one of the reasons Styles has the championship is because he's a merch sales, and I get that. I understand that. That's what people want to see. I'm a fan of AJ Styles. Don't take this as oh, I'm more pro Rusev, less on Styles. No, I am a massive fan of AJ Styles. More of a fan of Styles than I am of Rusev. But I can see the bigger picture. I can see the fact that fans around the world, including me, want Rusev to hold that championship. So WWE, if any of you in creative, Road Dogg, I'm not talking about you. If any of you in creative have any brains up there, I know Road Dogg with all the drugs and alcohol and all that shit you've done over the years, you probably don't. So this doesn't count to you, buddy. But anyone else, put the title on Rusev. My phone even thinks it. My phone fucking agrees. Put the title on Rusev. Rusev Day, fucking every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, 366 days in a leap year. Put the title on Rusev. Plain and simple. So, that's my predictions. Have a happy Rusev Day. Make Extreme Rules Rusev Day. Come on, WWE. Let's face it, AJ Styles is going to win. So, guys, pretty much this is going to wrap up the video, but I want to know your predictions below in the comments. Also, if you did like this video, do make sure to like it. Share it with your friends. Get them to comment down below their predictions, and I'll read them out. I do read every comment. You know, I only get like one per video, but shh, don't tell your mother. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I shall see you in the next video. Oh yeah, I have a vlog coming up. Another video coming up tonight, so subscribe for that. Peace!